Most of these disturbances stem from passengers failing to comply with mandatory mask rules. But many do elevate to the point of physical altercations. And now flight crews just may start using those close-quarter combat measures to take down unruly passengers. So why are frequent flyers frequently flying their fists? Let's talk about that right now with Peter Greenberg, travel editor for CBS News, Andrew FELDMAN, spokesperson for the Association of Flight Attendants, and self-defense expert Jennifer CASSETTA. Thank you all for being with us. Jennifer, I'm really excited to talk to you because I've taken so much self-defense classes of my own. But Peter, you've been traveling for a long, long time. These classes were instrumental 20 years ago following 9/11, and now we've been seeing all this disruptive behavior happen for a while now. In all of your years of travel, would you say we're in a dangerous and the most frustrating time as ever for travel?
Well, we are, because those incidents that you mentioned are the highest and most concentrated number that we've ever seen. Over 3,000, as you reported. Over 1,900 of those 3,000 were because people refused to wear masks. But here's the interesting development. In a major part of those cases, what was the contributing factor? Alcohol. So you have passengers drunk, already on the plane and at altitude. Gee, what could go wrong? Well, everything can go wrong. And what you're seeing now, the TSA training flight attendants and self-defense techniques, this is not what we really had in mind in the post 9/11 world, other than worrying about terrorism. This is a different kind of terrorism, because once you're in a contained aluminum cylinder at altitude, pressurized with alcohol, anything can happen.
You know, you make a very good point there, Peter, and I want to talk to you, Andrew, about this. I mean, what really is the difference between a terrorist incident and an unruly passenger when it could pose a risk not only to the passengers nearby, but to the entire flight? What are flight attendants feeling? Was the goal to bring back these classes because COVID was under more control, or were flight attendants actually complaining, saying, listen, we need more protection?
Look, Adrian, I think that these courses were always going to come back, right? They've been around since 2001, actually were put into place and passed in November of 2001. And we've supported them at the Association of Flight Attendants for a long time. And we actually think they should be mandatory. Right now, they're voluntary, but we do think they should be mandatory. And look, they're coming back right at the right time, because we are seeing unprecedented levels of, unruly passengers in the air. And, the reality is your flight attendants in that cabin are your first line of defense, are your first responders. So we need to make sure that these flight attendants feel safe in knowing how to control the situation. But that's what we're trained in. We're not just trained on how to give, a soft drink out, or some peanuts and pretzels. We are trained in how to keep the cockpit safe, how to keep that whole cylinder we were talking about a minute ago safe, and people getting to their destination in one place or another safely. The challenge here right now is that everyone coming off this pandemic is really at a 10, and that's what we're seeing in the air.
Yeah, but not everybody loses it on a flight. Not everybody gets violent, and this would require some professional assistance, some intervention. Jennifer, you are the expert in this self-defense. Is it realistic to expect that a 120-pound flight attendant, or even a 200-pound flight attendant, could take down somebody who is possibly inebriated, possibly having an episode that goes beyond normal mental health? I mean, especially in closed quarters like this.
Absolutely, Adrian. I mean, first of all, there's so many things that lead up to a physical attack. Practicing situational awareness, being able to set boundaries, communicate them powerfully, de-escalate if possible, and then the physical self-defense comes in. And yes, it is my job to remind women, men, any gender, any race, any religion, anybody, that you are strong, you are powerful, and your body can be used as a weapon if needed.
Yeah, and you bring up another point that I love, because I'm passionate about this story, and I'm so glad we're having this conversation. This could be something that we could unify with. All of us getting onto planes again, want to be safe, want to go to the same destination, want to take off safely, and this kind of behavior that's disruptive on planes has to be taken so seriously. Andrew, there is a possibility you could be inviting even more punishment than you're already taking by getting physical, by having flight attendants who, again, are getting in the fray. Is this a lot to require of them?
Look, this is what they're prepared for every single day. These are people that I work with that are some of the most passionate people about these jobs, and they love what they do, and they're prepared for this. They're prepared for this. But no, look, people need to be safe on these planes. They need to remember that we're all trying to get to the next place safely and to be kind to one each other. We don't know what other people are dealing with, when they get on these planes, what incidents they're dealing with, what do they have going on in their personal life, what do they have going on in their work. But we need to remember that we are in 30,000 feet up in the air in a tube. But let me tell you that these flight attendants, our folks that are in the skies, will make sure that our folks get on the ground safely. Everyone on that plane gets on the ground safely. And I've seen, these folks in work and the work that we do, and it's really impressive. But, we have to remember that this is not just tension we're seeing in the skies. We're getting a lot of attention right now because we're in a metal tube, but this is happening to frontline workers everywhere, in supermarkets, in all sorts of incidents, restaurants. It's because people are so tense on what this pandemic has done to them.